Hello, I'm here to share a layout today that I've done using the July sketch challenge from UK Scrap Addicts. The sketch was actually designed by Laura Whitaker, and I'm going to be using my June kit from Lottie Loves Paper. The links to all of these are down below if you want to have a look after watching this. So I decided to go with the black as the photo seemed to pop a bit more than on the white. The light blue dotty paper is slightly angled as it's an offcut from a previous page I made, but I think I'll go with that for the minute and see how the other papers look with it. I'm loving that strawberry paper because of the sort of summertime feel. Very fruity, and I'm just layering up to follow the sketch with my papers. And to cut the inverted banner, I snip it in the centre of the paper and then cut up to the snip either way. Don't always get it right. And it's not always central totally, but we go with it. I'm not one for always measuring things. So the sketch had a frame tucked behind the photo, and I do quite like frames behind photos. So I'm just getting out one of my favourite toys, my frame maker, and just using the offcut that I cut off of the ombre paper to make a frame. I do love how easy it is to use this frame maker, and the guide can be moved to make different thicknesses of frames. And I also keep the centerpiece which is cut out of these because you never know when you can use it on another layout. I'm not quite happy with the slant on the blue paper, so I just square it off, and then I'm quite happy with that as it is then. As I said, the frame insert on the other side of the paper is sort of quite tropical, so I'm just seeing whether it'll fit anywhere on the page. And also I add the doily, which is in the sketch, but I quite like because it just softens up all of the sort of like rigid lines of the papers on this one. And then it's time just to get the placings and stick them all down using my trusty ATG gun. I always feel like I'm saying a tongue twister when I try and say that. I'll get it right one of these days. I've also noticed that this page and the previous process I've done are both quite clean pages for me, so I think the next one I will try and do is one of a mixed media one that I've got planned. There we are, so that's all the papers stuck down. Now time to get to the embellishments. These Amy Tangerine stickers are so lovely because they're transparent. You can lay them on top of papers and you still get the layers come through. You still get the pattern come through if you lay them on top of a patterned paper as well. Obviously I had to put the lemons on this one, getting all fruity with it. Also the picture is of Molly drinking some lemonade to keep cool in the sun. And the bubble tea as well. I thought that was quite a good one for this one. I've been itching to use those bumblebees on something, so I thought, why not? There was a time when I thought embellishments had to sort of like match or reflect what the page was about, but I've learned now that embellishments are just that, they are embellishing the page. So as long as they sort of like, I think, match the theme in some way, I don't think they always have to totally correspond with what's going on in the picture. I have a bit of fun with that gold heart that I've placed because I'm not quite happy with it there. I'll try it in different places until I'm happy where it's stuck. In the ephemera pack I found one of the little phrases which just says sunny days, and I've put the heart on the corner of that, and another one that says play outside, which is very apt for childhood and summer days like this. And so just to bring the page all together and to close it off in a way, oops, caught the heart on my finger there, I just doodle some lines around just to give it a frame around the outside of the page as well. I think with black sometimes it can look quite stark, a bit too much, and I think it does just need closing off. And then I'm going with the title of Keeping Cool to start with. As you'll see in a minute, I do actually change my mind and go with another title instead. I've used my set square ruler just to keep all of the letters straight on the page. I have got the Vickers alignment guides, but I couldn't be bothered to look for them, so I thought that this does the job just as well. Okay, so here's me then removing the top line of the title, sticking them back down on the sheet, and I'm just replacing it with Lemonade Cooler, which also gives me another excuse to use a few more of the lemons on the page. And there we are, my finished page, apart from the name and date which I add on off camera just afterwards. Thank you for watching this one, and hopefully I will be back again soon with a mixed media page for you to watch.